Do you ever sit there and wonder, how does Andrew Tate, Stephen Bartlett, Gary Vee, Ali Abdaal, and the list goes on, how do they do it? It seems that they're not that much better than me, or should I say, with enough practice, I'm pretty sure I could do what they do. But it just seems their lives are the polar opposite of mine, and their lives just seem to be getting better, while mine just seems to be stuck. Well, there's one fundamental difference between those who create the reality they want and those who can't. And that difference is conscious beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. At some point in the past, anyone who we see as successful today believed they were the person who deserved that success and aligned their conscious thinking to that belief, and in time it manifested into their reality. This is not an opinion or something that sounds good, it's literally a science. And a really good book that I'd recommend that explains this really clearly is Joseph Campbell's Power of Your Subconscious Mind. I'll add a link to the description below. But effectively, what this book and what other studies of the subconscious mind manifesting reality talk about is how conscious or unconscious thoughts that we have during the day, when coupled with strong belief and strong feeling, seep into your subconscious mind, and anything that's imprinted onto your subconscious mind in time becomes your reality. It really is that simple. We have to become vitally considerate about our self-talk, our thoughts. So here's a few examples of how you can turn typical thoughts around common situations to powerful directional thoughts for your subconscious mind. So the first example, let's say you're in your 20s and you're single and you've been looking for a partner for a year, a couple of years, and it's becoming increasingly frustrating because you don't seem to be able to find the right person. Most people's thoughts around being single in this situation would look something like this. You know, it's so difficult to find the right person these days. And whether they're consciously doing it or unconsciously doing it, that's the self-talk and that's the thoughts that will be going around their head on a minute-to-minute, day-to-day basis. Well, let's kind of decipher that. So it's so difficult to find the right person these days. These dating apps aren't working. I can't meet anyone out organically and it's just near on impossible. Well, if you genuinely believe that, and presumably, the feeling around that kind of thought is one of frustration, irritation, discontent, then all you're imprinting onto your subconscious mind is it's difficult and unlikely that you'll find someone. And with no surprise, that just continues to be the case, right? You continue to experience difficulty in trying to find someone and the right person just doesn't seem to be coming along. Instead, if we can change that pessimism to excitement and optimism, living as if we're already in the situation that we want and imprinting onto our subconscious mind some level of gratitude, see yourself with the type of girl you want. Think about what she's like, her characteristics, what she looks like. Think about potentially family life with her. And now your thoughts sound and look something like this. I look forward to finding my future wife and us growing together and one day starting a family. See, with this kind of thought process, your subconscious mind is getting clear, positive direction. And in doing so, your whole mood and energy towards the situation changes. And before you know it, over time, with sustained conscious thought and therefore sustained imprinting onto your subconscious, the world, whatever you want to call it, manifestation will give you what you want and you will invite the person you've been looking for into your life. So another common good example is for those that are stuck in a job they do not enjoy. Typically for most of us, our habitual unconscious thoughts around this topic will look something like this. This job is such a waste of time. There must be something else for me where I can earn more money and, be happier and utilize my skills more, etc., etc. Well, with that frame of mind, your subconscious is getting a serious lack of clarity. And as a result, your reality will continue stuck with a feeling that there's something bigger and better for you, but not knowing what that is and therefore not being able to pursue it. Instead, if we can change that self-talk to clearly telling the world what we want, what we expect out of our jobs, then we're directing our subconscious in a particular direction. And that could look something like this. I look forward to earning £10,000, £20,000 a month by working this job that I'm doing, creating a business based on, your skills or your interests, on the side and creating content online. When I earn £10,000 a month, I will invest X of it into index funds. I will save X amount of it and I will spend the rest. Once I reach the £10,000 a month mark, I will scale the business to increase that earnings to £20,000 a month by doing X, Y, Z. Now, what I really wanted to draw home there is the detail by which you envision what you want. And with that detail, you give your subconscious very clear direction on what it is you expect from the world. And as I say, this is a science. If you can commit to doing that over a period of time, with time, you will see your reality change and move closer to what you're asking for through this conscious thinking. So that's it, guys. I hope that's helpful. And this is the first of a series of videos that's really going to dive deep into how this conscious and subconscious mind works to be able to create, these realities. And in the next videos, I'll share examples of where this is genuinely, and I'm not making it up, genuinely worked in my life in quite scary ways, where I've been detailed in what I want, and whether it's 6 months later or a year later, 2 years later, a week later, it's come into my life just randomly in a way that I could never have kind of foreseen. So it does not matter what your past is, it doesn't matter what your present situation is. Anyone can start to manage their thinking to manifest the reality that they want. I genuinely believe that. If you enjoyed the content, then please like and subscribe. Leave a comment on any questions that you have that you want me to share my perspective on. I have loads more content coming out this year in the next couple of weeks particularly, so make sure you hit that notifications bell so you can be notified every time I drop a video. Until next time, peace.